Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
We begin the work week with the hottest day of the year so far, and we might say the same thing again tomorrow. Plus, Ben is tracking our next storm threat.
3 people and a dog found dead inside a boat on Lake St. Clair, where the investigation now stands.
But we begin with the death of a young NHL goalie killed at a Novi home after being hit by a firework. The 24-year-old goalie with the Columbus Blue Jackets was at that Novi home for a wedding when the celebration took a tragic turn.
Police say Matiz Kivlenieks was hit in his chest after a malfunction with one of the fireworks. He was rushed to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. Our Sean Lay is live in Novi. And Sean, you've learned a former Wings goalie lives at the home where this happened.
Absolutely. Actually, his protege is the goalie coach for the Columbus Blue Jackets where Matiz was playing. Guys, think about those big mortars. We saw some last night, of course, for the 4th of July, just how powerful they are. Investigators here telling me that Matiz was just 10 feet away when one of those mortars fired and hit him right in the chest. To know that a 24-year-old, a rising star in the NHL, Matiz Kivlenieks, was killed by a firework at a home here last night is just horrifying for neighbors.
That's horrible. It's absolutely horrible.
Melissa La Liberty lives right across the lake from the home of former Red Wing and current goalie coach for the Columbus Blue Jackets, Manny Legacy. A wedding, we're told, was held at Legacy's home earlier in the day. A large gathering was in the backyard around 10 last night. Police say fireworks were also being set off in that backyard. One, a large mortar tipped over. Matiz Kivlenieks was 10 feet away and took a direct hit to his chest, killing the 24-year-old.
And now his life is over. It's awful. There's nothing good that comes out of that.
Matiz Kivlenieks in his NHL debut.
Kivlenieks worked his way through the minors before hitting the big time, the NHL. His first game in goal for Columbus at New York's Madison Square Garden. And what was a joyous celebration at his coach's Novi home, turning tragic. Police tell us Kivlenieks was stepping out of a hot tub when the mortar was fired. Kivlenieks fell to the ground. Witnesses and police first thought it was the fall that killed him.
Reports were that he was exiting the hot tub when the firework went off, which gave us the initial thought that the fall is what injured him, but it was not the fall, it was the actual firework.
It's just awful. Back here live, investigators telling me this is a tragic accident as they look for more details of what happened and why. They say the person firing off fireworks had nothing to do with alcohol, was not drinking. Meantime, the Columbus Blue Jacket organization, they say they are absolutely heartbroken. The NHL commissioner also says he is sending out the deepest condolences to the Blue Jackets, his teammates, friends, family, and friends and extended family in Latvia. We're live in Novi tonight. Sean Lay, Local 4, back to you.
And he's so young, just 24 years old. Okay, Sean, thanks.
Harrison Township firefighters and the Macomb County Sheriff's Office responded to a boat fire over the holiday weekend. It left 3 people dead and a lot of unanswered questions. Local 4's Rod Maloney went to the boatyard today looking for more answers on what transpired there.
No sign of the boat out here at the Fox Marina, where 3 people died tragically in a boat fire on Saturday morning. Their dog also perished with them. And the investigation continues with scant detail. The Fox Marina is a private boat dock near the end of South River Road, just before the Harley Ensign Memorial Boat Launch, which is a very popular boating area on Lake St. Clair. And as happens with many of these kinds of waterfront facilities, people like staying overnight on or even living on their large boats. Now, fire crews immediately responded, quickly extinguishing the flames. Still, the smoke and the fire did their damage long before the crews could even arrive. There in the cabin, firefighters discovered the bodies of 3 unidentified adults along with a dog. As of now, no IDs are available. The boat that burned was a 38-foot Chris Craft. The sheriff's office is not saying whether the boat was wooden or fiberglass. There's no sign of cause, but investigators do believe there was no foul play. The Macomb County Sheriff's Department doing this investigation is saying part of the reason why they've withheld a lot of the information is that they're still working on the notification of next of kin, but they expect to have more information for us by tomorrow. In Harrison Township, Rod Maloney, Local 4.
Okay, Rod. Moving now to today's coronavirus headlines. as Canada eases some of its border restrictions.
Yeah, fully vaccinated Canadians and permanent residents can now enter Canada without quarantining. Restrictions on travel between the U.S. and Canada, though, remain through July 21st. At last update, nearly 500,000 Michigan residents have signed up for the state's vaccine sweepstakes. $5 million in cash and $500,000 in college scholarships are being given away to vaccinated residents. There are no updated COVID numbers from the state, as numbers are now only being updated on Tuesdays and Fridays. The more contagious Delta variant is gaining steam in the U.S., especially in areas with lower rates of vaccination.
But health officials are warning that parents everywhere need to pay attention to the risk, with children under age 12 still too young to be vaccinated.
The Delta variant is spreading in the U.S. If you are fully vaccinated,
there is good evidence that you have a high degree of protection against this virus.
But for those who aren't,
then you are in trouble. This is a serious threat, and we're seeing it spread among unvaccinated people.
So what about kids under 12? Experts say the risk varies depending on your community and whether those around your child are vaccinated.
Is there a lot of virus spreading in your community? Are vaccination rates high or low in your community? Are you in a job, for example, or work setting where you're exposed to a lot of people who are unvaccinated and who may be carrying the virus and who are unmasked?
Depending on your answers.
I think it's very reasonable for parents to consider wearing a mask.
And for kids,
if your kids are old enough to wear masks, then they should when they're indoors, at least until we can get our arms around this Delta variant. This requires parents and really anyone to have some situational awareness of what their region looks like, what their state looks like, what their county looks like in terms of vaccination rates and Delta variants.
The chair of the American Academy of Pediatrics Committee on Infectious Diseases says caregivers and other family members should be fully vaccinated if they are around a child younger than 12. As for when there could be an authorized vaccine for these younger kids,
an optimistic forecast is by the fall, but it may not be to the end of the year potentially.
Until then, it's all about vigilance against the virus.
The virus wins when we let our guard down, when we take our eye off the ball.
Health officials are urging parents to get children over age 12 vaccinated as soon as possible. It takes 5 weeks to be considered fully vaccinated with the Pfizer vaccine, so it's important to get the first shot very soon if you want your child to be protected before they go back to school or begin fall sports practices. Many colleges are requiring the vaccine, so college students need to pay close attention to that timetable as well.
Sure thing, yeah. All right, well, we are kicking off Monday with beautiful sunshine and temperatures hitting, 90 degrees?
I heard Ben earlier today come and say it's scorching hot outside. I don't know who he was talking to, but I assume everybody, Ben.
That was a correct statement, Jason. It definitely is. But the humidity is the other part of that coin, other side of that coin, I should say. 93 is how it feels. 90 is the actual current temperature, but it is the hottest day of the year so far. We maxed out at 91 earlier today. Here's a look at tomorrow where we should beat that temperature, but we're even going to see higher levels of humidity on Tuesday. And so that means heat index readings tomorrow will likely hit triple digits in spots, and those isolated thunderstorms are coming back, so we'll time that out. And the impacts start to increase over the next few days. Temperatures, obviously, this big story tomorrow. Thunderstorm chances become more likely Wednesday and Thursday. And then as we get into Friday, one dry day out of our 7-day forecast, but things get wet for the weekend again. So we'll run it all down for you coming up in just a few minutes. Guys?
All right, Ben, sounds good. A Clinton Township woman is arrested in connection to a deadly stabbing. It happened around 6 this morning at the Eastwood apartment complex near I-94. Police say officers found a man in his 20s with a stab wound. He was taken to the hospital in Mount Clemens where he died. We're told the woman in custody is an acquaintance of the victim. His identity has not been released.
A holiday fundraiser came out of necessity today at Pallister Park. The park is just yards away from the New Center Dance Studios for the Detroit and Windsor Dance Academy. A water pipe burst in the ceiling above the studio's dance floors, making the facilities unusable. The students moved outside today, showing off their dance skills as a way to raise money to renovate or even move the academy's operations elsewhere.
We lost hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of materials and supplies. Our dance floors alone are like over 10 grand. Yeah, so we have to work a lot of things out with the management, but in the meantime, we know that it's costly.
Yeah. Well, the Academy's summer camp has moved from New Center to the Detroit School for the Performing Arts and will last until the end of the month. They have also launched a GoFundMe page to take in donations. Still ahead, a Michigan teacher keeps her job after cutting a little girl's hair at her elementary school.
The new report just released that also determined 2 others were at fault for what happened there. Rod.
There's millions of dollars at stake for those who have received the vaccine.
I went on August the 30th of last year. I went and received my first injection.
Except it turns out not everyone. We'll tell you why it is that this man is ineligible.